Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to another great episode of the Popcorn Watchlist podcast. You have here your host, Xavier. Over here to my left, if you can see on the video, it's going to be Anthony.
Hello.
And then once again, over to the right is Danny, back from his stellar vacation.
What's up, guys?
And just a heads up, also was on vacation, but still stuck in the little airplane graphic from Indiana Jones is Zach. I make that reference, and he doesn't even know what I'm talking about if he ever listens to this.
Airplane reference or airplane graphic, but in a car.
In a car, exactly. I mean, which they kind of sort of did in Last Crusade because they drove from Italy to Austria.
Spoilers. He doesn't know.
Whatever. He knows they go to an Austrian castle with very beautiful tapestries. Nice. I love that reference. And I love that movie. Movie's amazing. All right. But we got the three of us here today. Going to talk about some fun news, a couple things that we watched while on our respective time off. Danny, you were on a very lovely cruise, but you got to watch some stuff. Regale us with some stories of movie watching on a cruise.
Yeah, so I got to go on a cruise, and before the cruise, I went to Disney Plus and I downloaded the Star Wars prequels. Episode 1, 2, and 3.
Ooh.
My man.
Just to get ready for Obi-Wan, even though I've seen it a million times.
Oh, yeah. How I guess if you're on a cruise watching episode 2, that must be no, I mean, like, there are things I like about episode 2 in like hindsight, but back in the day, episode 2 to me was always the rough one to watch. But rewatching them again, gave you some nice little refresh. Did you gain any new perspective or appreciation for anything?
So when I was growing up, I grew up with the prequels.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I saw 4, 5, and 6 first, but 1, 2, and 3 I probably saw more than 4, 5, and 6. And I had the DVDs for all of them, and I had the VHS for 4, 5, and 6. But I feel like 2 and 3 is the one I probably watched the most.
Wow, okay.
And 2 and 3, the bonus content and behind the scenes and all that was like the first time I've seen like behind the scenes or anything like that. And that's what really got me into wanting to see more of that.
And those are extensive, right?
Yeah. It was like 2 hours per each disc.
Oh, for sure. And this is even before the whole 1 through 6 like Blu-ray collection that has all of the documentaries, like
Even more, yeah.
Forging an Empire, Empire of Dreams, and all the wild stuff like that. So,
But rewatching it, I'll say like for episode 1, 2, and 3, I probably haven't seen it in maybe 2 or 3 years. But it was nice seeing it literally one each day.
that's cool.
I think I finished 3 today. So I saw 2 yesterday. I saw 1 the day before.
Okay.
And I had never seen it like back to back recently in a while. I think I like 1 more than I used to.
All right. Cool.
2 dropped a little bit for me.
Which one's your least favorite?
2.
Wow.
2 dropped a little bit for me.
Interesting.
That's the consensus.
And
for
then
me.
3's always been my favorite. So lightsaber battle, ship battle.
Yeah, lightsaber battle, ship battle, ship crash landing.
Ship crash landing.
First time they show Grievous in the movies.
Grievous. You get R2 killing these
R2
two freaking
like, on crack.
Oh yeah, R2 has
lighting
like the
them
ultimate,
up on fire.
Yeah, sadistic,
killing
like,
his own kind.
Yeah,
Crazy. Man.
light them up,
man,
dude.
Yeah, if you didn't watch the awesome animated short movies from
The Tartakovsky stuff.
Yeah, the guy that did Samurai Jack. You didn't know who Grievous was. So if you just saw episode 3, you're like, what the heck?
Like, what did I miss?
This guy, get the Jedi. Like, yeah, it's like, why is he copying? It's like that is explained in these movies.
It totally is explained like that. It's
and
may or may not have something to do with.
He's actually cooler in those animated movies than he is in episode 3.
To be fair though, with the Clone Wars show, they did a lot.
The show did
more
do
with Grievous, and kind of gave more on that going on, and dude is still like a badass
Yeah,
in his own
he's
right.
better in all the other media except for the movie.
Except for the movie, yeah. There's a whole arc about Dathomir, and I'm gonna start getting really nerdy on this, but there's a whole arc on Dathomir and the Night Sisters and Dooku, Sidious, and Grievous going ham, and it's just like, whoa, this is dark for what's supposed to be a kid show, but it's awesome. But yeah, dude, that's really awesome that you're able to just knock out the prequels one more time. They'll be nice and fresh for you because
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll have a upcoming episode for everything Obi-Wan Kenobi later on.
When Zach gets back, we'll definitely do that.
We'll have a full-on discussion on it. But you did some good stuff there in terms of getting all that together to do your homework before the show because it helps.
Yeah,
at least from what's been out right now, it helps.
Oh, and where you were mentioning about the opening sequence, but from the opening title card to the crash, it's 25 minutes.
Yeah. Sometimes on some watches,
what an opening!
It's a 2.5 hour movie, right?
Yeah, it's almost a 2.5 hour movie.
Like 220 something.
Sometimes when I watch it, I'll feel, man, this is long. Like there's all these points where there's high points, low point, stop, high point, like full stop, then this thing, and then back up, ramping up the action again, and
do it.
Time to abandon ship, and then also the twice the pride, double the fall, like
and then like the last 50 minutes is just
wild
madness.
Yeah, it's wild stuff.
I
used to like. There was a point in time where obviously I was like, man, that lightsaber battle is amazing, and then for a certain while I was kind of like, I was a little jaded in general. I was like, man, it's too much. Like there's too much spinning on this stuff, and then I was like. Then at the end, I realized,
it's still cool.
And then I realized, no, it's still cool. Like even with all the spinning, because like at this point, like the whole first half of that fight, Obi-Wan, actually for the most of the fight, Obi-Wan is just all on defense. Like it's just all defense, and it's just this onslaught of offense by Anakin, and he's just going ham into where he's doing he's flaring out all his like high end moves, and he just has to match up. So it's like you gotta come through, and you make one of the coolest fight sequences ever. So damn cool. And the man, and like Anakin just had so much hate in his heart that when you're like just falling on the lava, he's just like, I'm gonna land on that little thing right there just so I can't like let him get away. And he does it and just has that intense stare. It's and just keeps it up. And even Obi-Wan's just completely almost bewildered, like he won't stop. I have to stop him because he will not stop.
He had the high ground.
Until he got the high ground.
Did you guys get to see Revenge of the Sith in theaters?
Yes. I saw it.
That came out the year we graduated high school.
So I saw it in theaters. I just don't remember
old.
the experience.
Yeah, no, it was.
Which sucks. I wish I
saw episode 1 in theaters too.
I saw all of them in theaters. I even saw they re-released in theaters after the THX remastering and the special special editions of the original trilogy. I saw all of those in theaters.
Nice.
I saw the Clone Wars movie in theaters.
I've only seen Empire in theaters.
Yeah, I've seen all 3 in theaters. In terms of it being the special editions.
Yeah.
And then I wish I would have seen. I think I've only seen I've seen it in a special screening of Empire. I saw it with a live orchestra, and that was awesome.
That's gotta be awesome.
Yeah, coming from my background of music, there was really cool points where seeing certain things I would hear, like from John Williams' score, that inspired me to pick up and actually play a trumpet, and then seeing people do those actual notes and the lines in the music live was amazing. Like there's a whole bit where I know we're slightly off track, but it doesn't matter. But Empire. So when. Minor spoiler alert, where they're getting rescued by the Rogue 2 and the Snowspeeder.
Yeah.
So all that music, there's a really awesome trumpet line that it's almost from middle range to high range back to little range, but really fast notes all in a quick run. Really technically hard, but then you see live musicians doing it live, and I'm just like, I was giddy.
You get hyped.
Get out. It was so cool. I was like, that's happening. It's real. That's an experience. So yeah, prequels on a cruise sounds like a good ass time.
Yeah.
So Star Wars on a cruise. And Didn't you and Zach also get to do a movie trivia day or a movie trivia event?
We did. We did a movie trivia. They also had a Harry Potter trivia.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then they had a theme song trivia, but for cartoons. Dude, you would have
Should have
killed.
gone on this cruise.
You would have killed
Why
it.
didn't we
some
go
of them.
on? We would have annihilated this. Like we would have rolled up.
Some of them, me and Zach, like the cartoon ones, it was a lot of like old 90s cartoons.
Old
Oh,
90s cartoons.
Like what? The Spider-Man
Wow,
theme, the
dude.
X-Men
They,
theme.
they had the Spider-Man theme that I knew. They had the Transformers theme. They had
Well, that's
the
80s.
80s, my guy. Did they have GI Joe?
the older ones. They had G.I. Joe. They had He-Man.
What, did
They
they
had
have like Dragon, Rock the Dragon?
No.
That's
No,
90s.
No, they didn't have that. Did they? Did they do the Power Rangers theme?
No.
Oh, because it's
they
not all
didn't do that
cartoon; it's live action.
Yeah. But they had some good ones, and we were
Batman Beyond.
no Batman Beyond.
Batman.
That's good too.
Just Batman.
Batman.
They had Pokemon,
Of course.
Mhm.
SpongeBob,
Which one though? Which Pokemon? The original?
Original.
like the original. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, long story short, with any of those trivia ones, did you take that W?
For the movie one, we did good. There's in each one there was probably like 20 questions.
All right.
Mhm.
But did you sign up as Popcorn Watchlist to get the clout? We need the clout.
Or did you
So-
sign up as team third place? Because you have to be.
You have
team-
to be third place.
Yeah.
Every time we used to go to bar trivia at this place down in Coral Gables here in Miami, we'd always be team third place, and we'd always get third place.
Shout outs to John Martins.
That's great.
One time we got second, and it kind of blew our minds because you're like in second place, third place. And we're like, what?
And that's why we do it.
Who's on first?
Exactly.
Exactly.
The one that we did really bad on was the Harry Potter trivia.
Bloody brilliant.
I thought, like, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan,
But Zach.
but
is.
Zach
Zach.
is heavily.
And Zach
he
didn't
failed?
carry?
But the thing is, it was like a Harry Potter movie and book,
Oh, get wrecked.
and
yeah, you're
he's
done.
never read the book,
Oh.
He's
so
done.
he got screwed.
He got donezoed. I've read the books.
I think he got like 18 out of 30 on that one.
Okay.
It's not bad, but you know, that's rough.
But the other ones we did good. I think you guys would have enjoyed the movie and the TV show one.
We would have annihilated that. Like between him and I, like
The ones the movie one we didn't get that I think I texted you was Terminator 2.
the theme song.
Oh.
Yeah.
This guy's everyone listening. This is the theme song. Just because so the first one is like more synth wave. It's like no, it's just like it's weird. I'm gonna sing it, but it's gonna be like it's like it's just it's more like it's more like synthy and like higher tempoed.
Mhm.
Part 2's is the like metal
Dun,
gang
dun,
gang 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 like
Mm.
that's that where you know the difference between the two. So if you ever get into a real deep trivia one and you're like, oh shit, is this Terminator 1 or Terminator 2? That's
It's
your
that.
difference.
Because
Such a nerd.
I don't know if we mentioned it, but the movie trivia was for the theme songs or like just songs from that movie.
Oh.
Yeah, which
That's
we
tough.
also
Yeah.
well,
But
we
that
would
might
have
be
done
tougher.
well. We except for one time we were at a trivia one and we forgot that Dueling Banjos was in the movie Deliverance. So, but that
I would have.
that movie is that's a movie. Yeah, Deliverance is a
That's a
pretty nice.
movie.
It's really good, but it's it takes a turn. That's all I'll say about that one. But good stuff, man. Zach and Danny were out there repping the podcast on a random cruise. Awesome.
It was fun.
So the people that won, how many questions did they get right?
So for the Harry Potter one, I think someone got 19 out of 20. Like they only got
So-
one wrong.
19 out of 20 or
Yeah.
29 out of 30.
You said there were 30
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
questions.
Yeah.
29 out of 30.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't
Potterhead.
the TV show one, I don't remember. And the Harry Potter the movie one, I think it was like 15 or 20.
Damn. Yeah.
Like
Anthony and I
2
were
or 3 wrong.
So there's always a rule whenever he and I would go to like certain like house parties or whatever, and we had like trivia things. They would forcibly make it a rule that we couldn't be on a team
Damn.
because it's just
Not fair.
it wouldn't be fair.
No.
It-
No good.
Yeah,
Zach halfway through was like, "Where's Xavier and Anthony when you need them?"
yeah. It was it would have been nuts, but it's in there. But all we got to do in this case is look for look for random trivia stuff on cruises. Hell yeah, make that happen.
Those are always fun.
So what did you watch, Xavier, this weekend?
So this weekend, other than getting family members to watch Top Gun again, because it's by this time it's going to leave by the 31st of May, Netflix will no longer have it and it will switch to Paramount Plus. I got family to rewatch that and that was fun, just watching it over again. But I also randomly saw it on TV and I decided let me just stream it. One of my favorite movies, Happy Gilmore.
Ooh,
I still think
nice.
it's Adam Sandler's like best movie or like best comedy, because some people out here will say Uncut Gems is his best movie, but no, Happy Gilmore has everything. I love that movie. It's infinitely quotable.
It's so good.
It's so good. I could make a whole episode of just a Happy Gilmore appreciation post. Like I'll at any point in time, if I'll mention Happy Gilmore to somewhere, like I have one of my friends at work and he'll just look at me and be like, "Hey, Grizzly Adams did have a beard." And it's just everything Shooter McGavin says is hilarious. Like when they have all these like the NASCAR or like the wild fans that start showing up, and it's like, oh, it's a spectacle, or like it draws a crowd. It's like, what else would draw a crowd? A golfer with an arm out of his ass. Like he just says the most random stuff. That and the yelling jackass guy that Shooter hires to distract Happy, which leads to like one of the best fight scenes in all of cinema, which is
Bob
Bob
Barker.
Barker. The price is wrong, bitch. That also has Julie Bowen from Modern Family fame, and also has
Chubbs.
It has my boy
Creed. Apollo
Creed. Now our boy Grief Karga on The Mandalorian, which is he's also one of my favorite bits that he's ever done, which is Arrested Development. He got dude Carl Weathers on Arrested Development is like, hey, but you got any bone left in there? You get something together, baby, you got a stew going. He's like, I like to have all my meetings at Burger King because they got free refills. And I was so funny. I was watching Happy Gilmore again, and so I had a family roll by, and they were just like, "Hey, hasn't that guy been in other movies?" And then they looked like, "Oh snap!" They recognized him from Mandalorian of all things. And
hasn't he
Ben
been
Stiller?
in other movies?
Ben Stiller,
Stiller's in it too.
Ben Stiller probably has one of my favorite parts in any, like one of his best things in anything he's ever done is Hal from the nursing home. You're in my world now, Grandma. Like,
I love. She's like, my fingers hurt. He's like, oh yeah, well now your back's gonna hurt
because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anytime I'm in the vicinity of somebody says anything about my fingers hurt, I will tell them, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. And the greatest thing is that while he's walking that old lady around, she looks so confused. Like, wait, what? Like, what's going on now? And he's like, anybody else's fingers hurt? Huh?
The Mista lady.
Mister.
He's like,
It's a shot for me.
he's like, I think I just ran over that Mista lady.
And then with the AC, hey, you know that Mista lady? I think I just killed her.
Oh my god.
Or he's training in the crazy golf course. You're gonna die, clown! And just goes ape shit on the freaking clown thing, which was great too. And like everything about that, it got me to look up. Apparently, somebody was trying to do like simulate a Happy Gilmore golf swing, and it actually increased their distance by about 30 yards or so. So they're like, okay, so now people are theorizing, what if they take that and put it under the standard golf rules that when you actually like set and swing, your feet are in place. So if they find that initially it's legal, then PGA and other people will try to then like game it and say, okay, this set's not legal, so people will try to just tweak it to make it work. It's almost how like Euro stepping is now a thing in basketball. Like, they might do that, but with the Happy Gilmore swing.
I mean, the camera angle that they have for the ball when he hits it, it's awesome. It's kind of like the Evil Dead camera with
the noise sound effect is awesome, and how it just cuts through the wind. And dude, yeah, that movie's great. So just I don't know. Just watch Happy Gilmore again.
Yeah, anybody who likes Adam Sandler from any of his later movies and thinks that his later movies are good, please watch his earlier comedies that they're much better.
Yeah.
I one time
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer.
Dude, I had my band director once in high school. We were driving to Orlando, and we were watching Billy Madison, and he gave us a pop because, like, hey, if anybody can guess during the like final challenges that Billy Madison has to do, if anybody can guess what instrument he plays or anybody knows the instrument, I'm giving you an extra A. And I was just like, I thought it was like an oboe, but then I remembered at the very end, he's like, nah, you only get the first answer, and it was a clarinet. And so he plays the clarinet like backwards, and he just looks and he goes, nah, he won that round. I love that part. Business ethics. Yeah, anyway, Billy Madison's great. Happy Gilmore is awesome. I even, like Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer's great.
Wedding Singer's also great. But yeah, that was the
Big
main
Daddy.
thing outside
Big Daddy
of
was
Big Daddy's also
was
great.
good.
Microsoft went down 2 points or 12 points. I forget how many points, but
Hip hop.
Hip Hop
Hip Hop Anonymous. It's no fair. You give him all easy ones. The outside of that, like, I watched a lot of TV. So I watched, again, being the massive Star Wars nerd that I am, I watched Obi-Wan, I think, the first 2 episodes like 3 times. Just with under different occasions. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this again. It's amazing. I think I
So
also
excited.
rewatched episode 3 just because like I think TNT or something was putting it on. I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna
Might as
stream
well.
it too. Yeah, we're just going in there. And I started, and this is bad because I talked to Danny about this earlier. I started The Valet on Hulu, but have not finished it. And I normally never do that with a movie, but
Oh, it's a movie. I thought it was a show.
no, it's
I thought it was a show
it's
at
a
first
movie.
too, and then
Yeah.
I started it, and I was like, oh, it's a movie.
A rare misstep by me, but I'll own that. That's on me.
That's on them because you probably have to watch commercials.
I think only the beginning, and then they went away.
Okay.
I did have to watch commercials randomly watching Hot Fuzz. I think last time we recorded, I was like, hey, I rewatched Hot Fuzz on Hulu.
Hulu has commercials.
Yeah, it had commercials. So I was like, it was only during the beginning, and then they stopped. Like, by the time he gets to, I'm a slasher, and I must be stopped. Like, there were no more commercials.
With prices.
Of slasher, of prices.
We need to watch that.
If I ever have an excuse to quote Hot Fuzz, I will.
Mm-hmm.
It's on my Mount Rushmore, man. That movie's just too good.
It's for the greater good.
The greater good. Awesome, man. All right, and so I know, Anthony, you went on a little trip as well. But anything you get to watch, like on the plane? Or...
I didn't watch many movies. I did watch Obi-Wan. I did watch movies, but they were repeat viewings. So I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once again.
Nice.
I
Nice.
saw Doctor Strange again in 3D.
Also nice.
Thank
Like,
you.
how is that?
In
Like,
3D.
how
Two
is...
multiverse movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like
You're,
the
you're living
multiverse.
in the multiverse.
Where's Mugatu? That multiverse. It's so hot right now.
I will still say that Everything Everywhere All at Once is a better movie, multiverse movie. It's not for everyone though. It's definitely very strange, no pun intended, because it is stranger than Doctor Strange. So
Yeah.
it's definitely not for everyone. I could understand if people who watched it didn't like it. But Doctor Strange is also really great, as we've said multiple times on this podcast.
Rakakuni.
Exactly.
Rakakuni. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I-
that's all that needs to be
Doctor
said.
Strange was cool in 3D. It wasn't like amazing. It was standard. I mean, I haven't watched a 3D movie in years, but it was cool. I did see
Fair enough.
the third dimension. A lot of things popped out, and you saw a lot of the depth from the get go, from the opening scene. Yeah, it was cool, but
Especially with some like the Raimi-isms. Like, how is that in 3D? Like, is it just whatever? Is it
no,
enjoyable?
yeah, it was very enjoyable. It
distracting?
wasn't distracting at all. That's I
Alright.
guess the one really good takeaway, that like it felt easy and normal to watch, not like other movies that would post convert into 3D. Like you could tell that it was intentional.
Yeah.
So you've seen it now in IMAX, Dolby, and 3D.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
The dude, man. The dude's out there. Very nicely done.
All you're missing is 4DX.
Dude.
It's probably not there anymore.
No,
Top
yes.
Gun is probably
Top Gun is
40.
now
Yeah.
40X. I looked it up already.
Yeah.
Which
And that
I'll
might
have
be
to-
better to watch in
Yeah.
4DX.
I think so
For
too.
sure.
A friend of
Sand
mine,
in your face.
a friend of mine,
whenever there's
a friend of mine watched
beach
it, and
volleyball.
she said it like broke her back.
Oh my God.
She said, "Don't get popcorn because popcorn's gonna be flying around everywhere."
But also, yeah, I guess so like I said, just they're under the laughs, but any beach volleyball scenes, they're just gonna throw sand in your face.
I hope so. That would be awesome. Or maybe suntan lotion, like in your eyes.
Oh
You're
my
like,
God.
ah!
The smell, the scent.
That'd be great.
Hologram Kenny Loggins
The
comes
scent.
out and starts playing everything.
The scent of manliness is
Sweat.
Dude, I actually found this out recently that the reason, I guess it was the song submitted to like Tony Scott and the people making Top Gun by Kenny Loggins to get him to like do the other songs for it. The first song that was like, okay, cool, yeah, we're gonna use this, and then you got others too. I believe was Playing with the Boys,
yeah.
the beach volleyball one. They
Mhm.
they selected that one first, and then they got Danger Zone. It was like, wait, this song is also perfect. Like, and then
Yeah,
Kenny Loggins.
a lot of those main songs were like, they were for that movie, right?
Yeah.
Take My Breath Away was specific for that movie.
Yeah.
So that's why they
Specifically
played it
Berlin.
for
They played it like
a whole
10
bunch of
times.
times because it wasn't like, oh, we bought the rights to the song. It's like, no, like they made the song for that movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's milk the crap out of it.
Dude, like,
Dun,
and
dun, 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 dun.
it just loops forever in the background, and then it loops forever. And again, rewatching it one more time
Yeah,
was
I
just
watched it
freaking
again.
hilarious.
I watched it again. It was literally when it starts. I think it's like a 20 or maybe even like a 30-minute segment that like it's just constant playing of that song
same
because
song.
it's each like sequence of Tom Cruise and Charlie
Yeah.
getting closer together in like multiple
Kelly
dates.
McGillis.
Yeah, Kelly McGillis, and then
Yep.
so it's like each different scene that they're in. It's
It's
like
the
they
same
just keep
song.
playing it,
My-
and then it culminates, and then they finally play.
And then it modulates.
Take my
Watchlist in slow motion. The funniest part is when she cuts through like traffic like a crazy
Oh my
person,
God.
and then he even's like, "Dude, what the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I have kept telling everybody that I've fallen for you." He's just like, "Oh damn, oh wow."
That scene immediately just made me think of the game Crazy Taxi because the car she uses is one of the cars in that game,
But in black.
where they're at in the movie where she drives is in San Francisco. So and that's
So like that uphill,
that's-
like
and Crazy Taxi's main level is based off San Francisco. So it was literally like that scene is Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, because they're like all what's it called? Yeah, because they're in Miramar, California, and everything. So it's like, yeah, it's all hills and stuff.
Yep.
But dude, freaking hilarious! Like that, and you have to still appreciate the fact that Goose had some really great zingers.
Yeah.
I love they're like, oh, whose ass did you have to kiss to get up here? Oh, it's a long but distinguished list. It's like that's genuinely funny. So like some of the writing, as we remembered in our Top Gun episode, was cheesy, but still really like. But then other parts are like, damn, this is legitimately good.
yeah, it still holds up.
Yeah, it's awesome. Cool, gentlemen. That's a good little rundown of everything that we saw. Again, there's a lot of things to do. We'll get hopefully to some of those like Stranger Things reactions and the Obi-Wan rundowns a little later on. So stay tuned for those episodes. Those are going to be exciting. And hopefully not just me rambling about Star Wars for a good hour. I'll have these guys rein me in, I swear.
We'll
Well-
also have the Top Gun Maverick episode at some point too.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we're watching it in real IMAX. Like none of this faux max, Limax business.
Yeah.
So,
Also, if you haven't caught up, the mid-season finale of Better Call Saul was last week.
That's right.
It was crazy. So
That's
if
what
you
I've
guys
heard.
like that show,
nice.
go ahead and watch it. It's awesome.
We also got Stranger Things.
That yeah, I'm sort of through parts of it right now, and I'm loving the soundtrack. Both all the Kyle Dixon and the other guy doing all the awesome synth stuff, but also the licensed music they brought in. Spoiler alert: Rock Me Amadeus. That's all I gotta say.
Nice.
I hope they get Take My Breath Away.
That would be
that'd
dude.
be awesome.
I think this. I don't know if it's 85 or 86 that this one's out. I think they talked about. God, there was a movie. There's a scene. No spoilers, but it's just a scene where like they're talking about. Oh, do you want to go to the movies? And they're like, no. Apparently, I think that movie blows, and I can't remember what movie it was that they were talking about watching. Oh, Police Academy 3. Whenever
Okay.
Police Academy 3 came out, so maybe it'd be 84, maybe 85. I'm not sure. I
Nice.
don't remember.
I like those little references like that.
Yeah, so little stuff like that. Nice. All right, and so with that, we're just gonna run down a couple bits of news, I think, and then we can kind of talk a bit between the three of us, especially since over this weekend, we had some amazing announcements from Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah. So with Star Wars Celebration, we got a bunch of announcements.
Yeah, run it down.
Let's start off with the Andor trailer.
Full on trailer, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Down.
I was not really as excited for the show, but the trailer did its job and hyped me up.
Yeah.
That comes out in August, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting all the good stuff from Disney for my birthday. I'm getting She-Hulk
Ooh.
the weekend
Mhm.
of my birthday, and then I think a little bit after that you get Andor premiering, and it's gonna be in 2 parts. So I think we're getting all like, or not all, but we're gonna get like staggered episodes of Andor
Mhm.
in like a part 1, and then more episodes as a part 2. I think
I
I understood.
But is it
that
like
as that.
is it like
like a
they-
mid-season
but
break or something?
like they've been doing 6 episodes? Is it gonna be 3 and then 3, or is it gonna be like 6 and 6?
No,
Give us 12
it's
episodes.
I think based off of what I saw, there's a more than just I think 6 episodes.
I hope so.
That'd be cool.
But it seems like it's basically like a really badass what's this called? Like a awesome spy thriller of a show with
hmm
a lot of stuff going on. Like you see Genevieve O'Reilly who played young Mon Mothma in episode 3, and then
Mhm.
she played Mon Mothma in Rogue One. Now she's she's the same character in Andor, and it's cool because like she's the figurehead of the Rebel Alliance, like by Return of the Jedi, but uh, the intelligence services are still like monitoring her, like, hey, is she a dissident? What's going on here? And so she's doing her best. Like it looks really cool. It's like, yeah, they're on to me, and I did not know that uh what's this guy?
Skarsgård,
Yeah, was it
Stellan.
was it
Stellan
Stellan?
Skarsgård?
I
Yeah,
didn't know. I did not know
Yeah.
that Stellan Skarsgård was on the show.
me neither.
That surprised the
yeah.
living hell out of me.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Partnership, part of the crew.
We got some flashback, I guess, scenes of some clone troopers.
Yeah, that roll up, which is pretty cool. Or at least they're using the what is this? I know at least this is minor. I don't know if I should say this because Anthony hasn't played the game yet about
Don't do
Fallen
it.
Order.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, so I won't. I'm just saying is that old Republic era like vehicles show up. Like so it could be other people. They aren't clones. Like we don't know yet, but I'm guessing those aren't clones flying those AT transports. Maybe I think there's a scene that looks like them, but then some other stuff going down. It's pretty interesting. A little scary. But there's a lot of ramifications and cool stories to tell.
Yeah. Well, on a side note, not a movie, but they did also announce the second game, Jedi Survivor.
Yes, Jedi Survivor looks great. I cannot wait. I've played the first game. I'm actually on the middle of my second playthrough right now because I thought like, oh, let me do some homework for Obi-Wan because the whole theme of
Just
sorry,
in case.
the idea just in case Inquisitors may show up, or at least other people in the Inquisition, or just ideas or places. It's probably more like places and locations.
We watch Rebels.
Obviously Rebels season 2. Is season 2 season 2 is so damn good.
Clone Wars season 7.
Clone Wars season 7 ties into it. Anyway, we're going off topic. Andor trailer dropped. It's hot. Cannot wait. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on, and the cast is pretty like
Cast is good.
yeah, cast is good. It's varied. There's a lot going on, so yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be great.
It's an interesting time period where it's set, especially since spoiler alert with Rogue One.
Yeah.
But
Well, he joked. It's funny. Diego Luna was like, "Oh, at least I know they won't kill. They won't kill off
me."
my character." Like the season
Like in
1
the
or
show.
2. Yeah, it's just like, haha, I got a job at least. But yeah, it's slated to have like 2 seasons. So the first season's actually it's gonna have 12 episodes.
nice.
So the 12 is going to be split part 1 and part 2,
Not according to IMDb. Like,
or they're going to show the 12 and that's part 1.
I think that's the 12 and it's part 1.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then part
That's
2
solid.
is somewhere
like that.
else.
That's awesome.
Hopefully,
because it
spread it
just
out.
by the trailer, it looks different than the other shows.
Yeah, it's a total
looks really good.
tonal shift.
Well, we finally get more than 6 episodes.
Yeah. Finally.
Yes, finally.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I'm like, so are we going to get a?
Or more than 8 or
Yeah.
9 because of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
WandaVision and Mandalorian 9 max. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
we're finally getting
Yeah, like and the high end, high production Disney stuff lately has only been released 6 episodes.
Well, they said that Andor did not use the volume, the stagecraft.
No, it did not.
So I think that's why it looks different. I mean, not that you can
True.
really tell when they use the stagecraft and the others, but just the trailer, it looked more like a movie to me at least.
yeah,
But yeah, it looks cool.
lived in sets, like it looks really cool. And again, like people really like scrappy trying to survive, and then like hey, and do their best to fight the oppression of the Empire.
A little strange that they're putting it out in August. I don't. Why won't they just wait till after She-Hulk is done?
Give us more things to watch. Like, so you have She-Hulk that will debut in a little bit. Look at that. Like, think of it also. Obi-Wan is still
I know they're
airing
doing that now with Ms. Marvel.
with Marvel, which I'm cool with. Give me more content. Why not?
No, I'm just saying business wise, it seems weird.
Yeah, I don't think they won't cannibalize.
Because there's
their
no other
viewership.
show after
Exactly.
Andor,
Exactly.
right?
And there's no other show
Until-
after Miss Marvel. So it's like, why don't you just wait 2 or 3 more weeks till Obi-Wan's done to do Miss Marvel? And that way you constantly have people viewing your service
You're
week after
constantly
week,
paying for the service.
week after week.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, they obviously know what they're doing. But it just seems weird to me. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see.
that they're doing 2 different properties of shows around the same time.
I
But
think they'll be all right.
whatever.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
And then next we have some other show announcements. So we have Bad Batch season 2 trailer.
Oh, that trailer was hype. I'm like,
It
I think
was.
I'm the only person. I don't know if anyone else has seen it here,
No, I
but
didn't know it's Bad
dude,
Batch.
Bad Batch, that looked hype. Like, people looked like, yeah, it looked really, really cool. So hopefully, and there's a fan favorite character, Gungi. That was I don't know if you guys saw the trailer, but that's a character from Clone Wars. So
Okay.
they came back. And
That's
people
why
are
I
like,
haven't watched Bad Batch
and
because I
people-
haven't finished Clone Wars.
people are like, yes, like we're all like excited because that means Gungi survived Order 66 at least, or at least
Yeah.
he's trying to survive somewhere. And cute little like Wookiee Padawan. Yeah, there's a couple episodes where these Padawans, they go to Ilum to get their lightsaber crystal, and they go
Mhm.
through their little trial to make their lightsabers.
Nice.
And
Oh, I remember
the
that, yeah.
droid that teaches them how to make their lightsaber is voiced by David Tennant.
Cool.
Yeah, and with his like cool like Scottish accent, really really awesome. So yeah, Bad Batch, cannot wait. Also gonna be dope.
Nice. And then we have Tales of the Jedi. So it's a new show that they announced, and it's a 6-part animated short series.
Really love the number.
I'm down.
6.
Well, I'm down with the anime, not the
Mhm.
6.
Yeah.
And then we got some reports saying that Liam Neeson will be returning as Qui-Gon
Look, man,
for
his
that
voice.
show.
for
His voice, yeah.
I don't see why not. I don't see why not.
And this show is gonna each episode's gonna be its own
It's like a
kind of
anthology.
anthology for Jedis in the prequels.
Okay.
Yep. Oh man, you know what that means?
Kiari
We're gonna
Mundi.
get a Kiari Mundi episode. It's
The worst
Anthony's
Jedi in the
favorite-
world. Oh my god.
Anthony's favorite Jedi
Where you got,
master, Kiari Mundi.
Kit Fisto too.
Kid Fisto's great.
Dude, Kit Fisto's great in the
Kit
Clone Wars
Fisto's
show,
great in the Clone Wars show.
but
Yeah,
then in
in the show.
Revenge of the Sith, he just gets
He just dies in
murked.
2 seconds.
Yeah,
an
but in Attack of the Clones, he pushes the droids away from
And he's
C-3PO
like,
smiles.
and he
and
smiles, so that automatically makes up for
It
it.
makes up for it.
But
No,
Kiari Mundi's the
no,
worst.
we need this is for all the the hardcore nerds out there. We need an episode of Coleman Trebor. Just look up Dinosaur Jedi, and then you'll see. Oh my god! I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but look, there's a guy called Coleman Trebor. He's like the Jedi that got shot by Jango Fett because he almost defeated Count Dooku, and they're like, "Yo, that was the unsung hero who almost ended the Clone Wars." And then, but hopefully we talk about how Yoda got a good relationship with the Wookiees, because he's like, good relations with the Wookiees I have.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll get like Adigala or
Shakti.
Ayla Sakura, Shakti. That'd be really cool if we got more like younger story of Shakti. Also, it looked like concept art of like a young Ahsoka before she got picked up by the Jedi Order. I think it was a young Count Dooku. Yeah, I saw some concept art. It was pretty cool.
It'll be cool to see more Count Dooku
Yeah, because the whole
with Qui-Gon or Yoda.
especially since training with Yoda would be pretty. Just that's the commonality everywhere. Yeah, so I think if it can be done in a sense that's similar to Visions, I might be getting ahead of ourselves here, but yeah,
Not too
similar to Visions, but with maybe a consistent animation studio, just different stories.
Yeah.
I think we'll be in a good spot.
It might be like probably like What If, where it's
Yeah.
the same animation style but just different stories, different characters.
Why not?
I
Yeah,
like
I'm for it.
that they're trying these things because so far they've worked out.
Yeah.
They have
I
like
like
their
it.
hit and miss.
Turn
but-
the machine and give me content. That's
Yeah.
all I
Yeah.
want. Come on, man.
And then, just like you mentioned, we have Visions Volume 2 coming in spring of 2023.
That's gonna be cool.
Would be dope if we get like sequel stories to certain
to
things
some
that
of the
happen.
stories.
Mhm.
Like especially the
The ninth,
ninth,
Jedi.
yes, the one with the sabersmith. That one was really
That
cool.
one was
Old
one of
man.
my favorites.
Yeah, that one the really cool one. That had an awesome plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. Yeah, I can't wait. I think that means, and I think a lot of those studios, really enjoyed like being able to tell like some
Doing
type of
that.
Star Wars story.
Yeah, of course.
Who did the crazy one with the twins?
Trigger.
Yeah,
Studio
Studio
Trigger.
Trigger. Like I think if they can
Used to
wanna-
be, Gynax.
Gynax. Yeah, then they split and did some Trigger and somewhere else. But if those guys, you can tell they had a lot of fun
Mhm.
drawing that. Like they just went ham. And then I forgot who did the one with the
What?
Ronin Sith guy. The first episode. I forgot what studio.
That one was good.
Yeah. I don't remember who did
I,
that.
I like that one, the Ninth Jedi, and also the Elder.
The Elder, yes, that one was cool. The Ninth
No.
Jedi was, man, like just they're all like, the one with I always remember the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt singing,
The Tatooine Rhapsody.
yeah, Tattoo
the
Rhapsody,
one with the band.
yeah, the one with the band.
I didn't like that one that much.
I kind of dug it because they actually still had like randomly like Boba Fett in there. I was like, oh, this is cute.
In
I
a weird
guess.
animation style. for
Yeah,
Boba
I
Fett.
like the animation was like
Did
unique.
he tell them
It
that he was
cool.
Boba Fett?
Yeah, he's like, I am Boba Fett,
Like a banta.
like a banta.
You
Dude,
gotta love that guy.
yeah,
I don't. Timon Morrison's great.
Yeah. I
Dude.
love how he did that on the panel for Celebration. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Yeah, I saw
that
it.
clip was
online,
hilarious.
but-
It's just like, yeah. And then he did his Haka dance too, which I think is dope. Like he's able to,
Yeah.
like, and I think from that, I said it before, like that Moana, like this more that celebration of the Pacific Islander and Maori culture. Like I'm for it. Yeah, let's get on it. That was really cool. Yeah, Celebration gave us some fun little clips. They talked about, I think was it at Celebration or was it the premiere? When it's like, oh, what's it feel like Hayden Christensen to get back on the show? And he just looks at everybody. He's like, this is where the fun begins. It's just, dude, that's the one thing. Like, I can't watch the prequels anymore now without thinking of all the stupid memes.
All the memes.
Like that is the most. Like I think all the memes.
Well, when I was watching
it.
1, 2, and 3, it was just meme,
meme.
meme. But it made it better.
Always a bigger fish meme. You know, if episode 1 had all the memes too of just like Jedi mind tricks don't work on me, or the ability to speak doesn't make one intelligent. Like
Yeah.
there's
It's too many. There's
too many.
Do you think Qui-Gon's gonna be in Obi-Wan?
I think
Even
so.
if
He
it's a
has
voice,
to be.
even if it's his voice.
It's got to be
It
the
has to
voice.
be.
They set up
Yeah,
the
you
whole
have
point.
to have
I'm going to
Liam Neeson.
teach you how to commune with him, and if he doesn't actually commune with
Well,
him,
They
watching
did
that's
it
gonna hurt.
they did it in Rebels, didn't they? Didn't they have an episode where Liam Neeson
It's
did the voice
reference. Yeah.
as a Force Ghost?
But
I think he did
watching
with
3
Ezra.
again,
yeah,
it was like heavily.
it's definitely. But like, I'm going to give you some training while you're in solitude. That's the
They're
like,
setting it up.
almost
Perfect
the same
setup.
word. Yeah, it's setting up, and now, damn it, Danny, you need to watch this so I can talk.
If
about
not,
things.
maybe towards the end of the show, we'll get something.
The way it's shaping, I think that's what it's going through. Again, it also helps playing Fallen Order because some arcs are happening again, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, can't wait for Visions. Just can't wait for. I think the next one up that they got 2 sizzle reels for at Celebration that we haven't seen yet. I think if you're going down your list, sir,
Or Mandalorian.
yeah,
So yeah, Mandalorian was the big one. So they announced it's coming out in February of 2023. So I
Was
guess
it-
after Andor,
was it February?
Yes.
it is February. Yeah.
It normally would come out November or December.
December.
A couple months later.
But since-
Earlier they were saying that it was going to come out late 2022,
Mhm.
but I guess now they finally gave a solid
yeah.
time.
I mean, I want to kind of just give a rundown, like the quick summary of what's going on. Is it shows that like there's this whole like redemptive arc of trying to redeem himself in front of the, from the, the kind of from being of the way, and but at the same time he's gonna probably be butting heads with Bo-Katan, which I think is awesome because he still has the thing that she needs in order to claim power, and so what's it mean to really be Mandalorian, and there's gonna be some cool ass stuff for sure.
I mean, in the post for the announcement of the date, the caption says, "The Mandalorian and Grogu continue their journey."
Yeah.
So,
And everybody was theorizing like, oh, the Mandalorian could just mean it's because it's Grogu. Like Grogu is the Mandalorian because of stuff that happened in Book of Boba Fett. But who knows?
And then last but not least, we got the title announcement for the show called Skeleton Crew.
Oh wait, after Skeleton Crew, but did you, they also did some major announcement for Ahsoka too.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah, so the fact that they confirmed, forget her name.
Oh,
but
the
they
casting.
confirmed the casting
Sabine Wren.
of an actress to be what's her
Sabine?
name? Sabine Wren from Rebels.
Yeah.
So we have almost, and there's a live action. They have Harrison Dula, who's the pilot. She's the Twi'lek pilot,
Mhm.
and Chopper, the
droid.
It's gonna be
R2
awesome.
droid.
Can't
Dude,
wait for it
that
to be
is-
in live action.
So the person who has the, I think, other than I think Luke Skywalker because he blew up the Death Star, the person with the highest, and maybe Vader, I guess, as the person with the highest body count is actually Chopper. Because in Rebels he like sabotaged a ship and it blew it up. So it's like he just murdered like few hundred, like mid to high hundreds of people. Yeah, Chopper is the ultimate murder robot. You think K2 is a badass? No, Chopper is gonna no remorse murder everybody.
Chopper style.
I think I did see they put like some artwork for Ahsoka.
I think I don't know if it was footage, but they showed some stuff of it. From what I've heard.
That I haven't seen, but if they did, then it's exclusive.
It's really, really awesome. And also in 2023. I can't wait for Ahsoka for sure because
the one episode in The Mandalorian where she's pulls out the lightsaber, we first see her like
directed by Dave
so
Filoni.
cool. So cool.
You can tell he loves his Kurosawa. I met him once. He's a really cool guy.
He seems like a cool guy.
He is really is a freaking
always
cool
rocking
dude.
the hat.
Oh yeah, always some hat in some way, shape, or form. But he is really freaking awesome. He also worked on Airbender, and like while doing a story thing. I went to a celebration years ago, but he actually like drew some art, some quick art from Airbender too, just to like talk about like storyboarding and storytelling. And damn, it was so cool. And I think everybody we were there just like sitting in. I was like, "That's Dave Filoni right here! Like that's awesome." I shook his hand. I was like, "Dude, thank you so much." Very appreciative, very cool guy. And so I know that's like his character now come to life and seeing that really come full circle. And hopefully there's a big thing. I saw another big piece of news before you get into Skeleton Crew is that after Ahsoka, like I think that's when they're supposed to plan this big like combo arc event between Ahsoka, Mandalorian, and then what was supposed to be Rangers of the New Republic. Like that,
Which
I think
got
is going to be like, I think
in more ways than one.
I think it's supposed to be a culmination because of stuff in Ahsoka. Like they're thinking about maybe if Grand Admiral Thrawn's not dead, or maybe it's Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character.
So they're essentially doing like Rebels season 5. Is that what they're doing with their show
For
Live action.
Ahsoka? Kind
Was
of.
it 4?
Yeah.
Didn't the show have 4 seasons?
It did have 4 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be cool if they just continued it.
Possibly. Yeah. Who knows?
Because didn't they also hire an actor for what's his face, Ezra?
We don't know.
It was like rumors, but
Mm.
nothing official yet.
It's happening.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Ezra Bridger.
I people thinking the dude who played Aladdin in the live action Disney.
Yeah, that's what I heard
Yeah.
a long time ago.
I'm hoping
was years
because he's
ago.
good. Yeah, because he's good. We got a lot of
Mena
great,
Massoud, right?
yeah, a lot of great news from that. And then that was a surprise. Is Skeleton Crew with Jude Law, right?
With Jude Law, and reportedly it's the show that John Watts will be doing.
Direct-
That he left.
Ooh.
He left Spider-Man to
Left
do
Spider-Man?
Star Wars.
No, he left
Sorry,
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four
I'm
to do Star.
Pretty sure
Star-
he's still gonna do Spider-Man, but he's
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
gotta do
Sorry.
a Star Wars first.
And that one, this Skeleton Crew is also going to stream in 2023.
Yeah,
So
probably later.
that's already 3 shows next year.
I'm wondering where it's gonna be. Did they say anything about when it's gonna be set?
Nope.
No, right? Yeah, it's interesting. I'm very and I know it's supposed to be more like younger cast, and so it's like, is Jude Law like the incompetent Imperial Remnant officer trying to chase him, or is he like their molding, like kind of like maybe guiding mentor figure?
Yeah.
Who knows? Like we don't know yet, but hey, man, Jude Law's cool.
And one of the things that I heard during the announcement of Celebration is like, obviously they're moving away from episodic,
Yes.
continuation.
No,
And-
like in crazy, like big old trilogies.
Yeah,
It's
that
like, hey,
now they're moving towards continuous like storytelling is what they call it.
That's how
you
it
know?
should. I think that's
Which
better.
I'm
for
down
them.
for that. Like, for now, try some new stuff.
Especially since the sequel trilogy, there wasn't a guiding roadmap to say, hey, this is where we want to get to in the end, and then
Mhm.
here's directors to give their own flair and vision to the storytelling. So now they've realized, hey, if there's just a consistent style that Star Wars has always been known for, and then just honor that, but modernize it and add some good depth to that stuff, which is what we have been getting with something like Rogue One, with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni on The Mandalorian,
Mhm.
a little bit of extra flair, Robert Rodriguez and Book of Boba Fett. Like
Maybe too much.
maybe too much. That's the
Those
guiding
Vespas.
Those Vespas.
spin and shoot. I personally love that, but whatever.
But we got the right of like the back.
we got right like a bantha, and
And the
we
Rancor.
got
Ride the Rancor.
spoiler alert. We got Cad Bane. I thought that was dope. The behind the scenes.
He's not dead.
I hope not.
Spoiler.
The behind the scenes of how they did the Cad Bane suit and everything was awesome.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked awesome.
He looks so cool. But anyway, yeah. Celebration brought us a lot of good content, a lot of good stuff to look forward to. And they even mentioned, I think Anthony's gonna mention it.
No. Did they announce anything of that show, The Acolyte, that they talked
No.
about like 2 years ago?
They had announced it, but
they announced it, I think,
there's
in
no
2021.
no
No,
word
I
on
think it
it
was
yet.
2020 when they did
No.
that big Disney presentation.
I thought it
And
was
they
a
announced like 10 Star Wars
Oh
things.
yeah, that was 2020.
That's when they also
I was
announced
at the gym.
That's when they also
Rangers,
announced the
The Rangers show.
Patty
And
Jenkins
Patty Jenkins movie.
Rogue Squadron movie, which I think is still happening,
it's
but it's
still
like on
happening.
hold.
Yeah. I was at the gym and I think I was doing like cable flies. And I was like, "Oh my god, what?" They talk about the acolytes. Like that's
Did
just
you break the cables when you heard it? Or?
no, because I was weak. But the that was
You're
it
supposed
was
to say yes. I broke.
no.
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, I was like Rogue Squadron. Yeah, I got hyped as hell for Rogue Squadron. So yeah, who knows? We'll get that eventually. But yeah, speaking of movies, we are getting one. We don't like know exactly when, but we know who's doing it, and that will be the first one that's coming out, right, Danny?
with Taika Waititi.
Yeah, writing and directing, if I'm not mistaken. Or
I
is he
believe
just
so.
direct-
Probably
Yeah,
starring too.
probably. Yeah,
Probably starring.
he'll probably be a bit droid. Why not? He should be.
But that's scheduled to be the next movie reportedly next year, 2023.
Yeah, because they didn't really announce any movies, right?
No, it was just letting you know that that's in the pipeline. That's the first one.
A little weird. Wait, it's coming out next year,
Yeah.
and they haven't even said anything about it. He hasn't even started.
No, it's 2 years. It has to be in 2 years, I think.
Yeah, if he hasn't even started working on it, I highly doubt it's coming out.
I'll
next
double
year.
check right now, but
Yeah, that seems kind of weird.
Yeah, we'll
But
see.
that's pretty crazy that they have. So they have Visions, they have Ahsoka.
it says arriving in theaters late 2023.
So he has to like start it now.
No. Yeah. Late
Well,
2023?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna get delayed.
He's probably already secretly doing it, and they're just like keeping it as super hush hush.
well,
He's almost done with Thor.
He's still working on Thor. It's not even out yet, and he's still finishing it.
Is he really working?
Yes.
yet? Or is the FX team working?
Dude, all of the Marvel movies they go to like last minute. With Doctor Strange, they were still
He'll probably
fixing
start day after.
yeah, they were fixing Doctor
Go
Strange
straight
by
to Star
like
Wars.
a week.
Yeah, but that's
a week
different.
before.
Doctor Strange had his own issues because of Spider-Man and the pandemic. With Thor, is just like, yo, we got it.
Apparently, the majority of these Marvel movies like have reshoots and go until very last minute
They
changes.
shoot fake scenes to put in trailers.
Right, exactly.
Exactly right.
So yeah, I highly doubt he has started it yet,
Nice.
which is pretty weird. But is Bad Batch also next year? Or is it this
no,
year?
that's this year.
Okay.
That's right.
So I just want a quick rundown of next year. So you got Visions next year.
Mhm.
You get I just said it.
Tales of the
Mandalorian
Jedi.
in February.
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi is also animated, but
Yeah.
there's another. Oh, and Ahsoka, right?
And Ahsoka.
And then is Andor Part 2 next year?
I would assume so.
Because if it is,
Probably.
that's 5. That's 5 Star
Great.
Wars shows next year. It's
Good.
pretty nuts.
Good.
Star
That's
Wars
like
needs more
They're
content.
matching Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
then
their
we have
content.
Jedi Survivor, I think, coming out next year.
Yeah.
Because they already started doing mocap and stuff by the time the first game came out. Or they started doing conceptualizing. So they have a plan for that story, it seems. That's really good. That's very refreshing to hear.
Jedi Survivor. That's the theme song.
I'm not
I hope
gonna
that's the
give
theme song.
up. And then Beyonce. If you, that's
That
who's
w-
in the back to tank. It's Beyonce.
That would
I'm
be awesome.
a survivor. Not Quinlan Voss, as I think it is. No, it's Beyonce. We got it. We're done. We're good. Nah. So with that definitely wraps up the Celebration news that we had.
Yep.
You know, there's so much more. If you, I think even from just StarWars.com, and we did post on our own respective social medias a lot of the hype and excitement. So share that with us. See what you're excited for. What you think may be theories coming down for, you know, Andor, Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, maybe. Yeah, who knows? It'll be some exciting stuff for sure.
Quick thing also, aside from Star Wars, since it was Lucasfilm, they also showed off other Lucasfilm properties. So they showed a picture of Indiana Jones 5.
That's right. Yeah.
They showed the new Willow movie that's going to be on Disney+.
Oh my God!
They
How did I not talk about Willow? That looked great.
They showed the trailer of Willow, and they showed something else that was a Lucasfilm property. What am I blanking on?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, they did the trailer for Willow.
Yeah.
Which was
there was something else. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. What else does Lucasfilm do other than Star Wars and Indiana Jones?
It was Indiana Jones. It was Star Wars. I cannot
just forgot.
think of. I cannot remember.
I forgot. But yeah, they aside from Star Wars, it's like, yeah, it's a Star Wars weekend. Oh yeah, guys, guess what? We have other stuff in the pipeline because we're Lucasfilm.
Yeah, the way they announced, or at least showed off the picture from Indiana Jones, was so at Celebration they celebrated part of Celebration. They John Williams was there. I actually have a friend that they went with their husband to Celebration, and they were like third row from there. They had John Williams there.
And he like played some music there.
He conducted some Star Wars music, and he did the Raiders March, and then Harrison Ford showed up.
Yeah.
And I lost my mind. She sent me video, and I lost my mind.
Dude, dude's 90.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Man is 90, and he's like, yeah, I'll do the theme for Obi-Wan.
Like, I'll do Obi-Wan theme, and it's so nice and nuanced and heartfelt. And he's doing the whole music for the show. It's amazing. He's just like, I love this. Like, God bless John Williams.
He just did the theme. He just did the theme for Obi-Wan.
Oh, he just did the theme?
The woman who did, I forgot her name, but the woman who did the music for Loki.
Yes,
is
Loki.
doing the music.
I'm so sorry.
I
sit here in this beautiful couch corrected.
I forgot her name.
But
the Loki music is great.
I love the music.
Music in Loki was amazing. So, yeah, and she's doing a good job. But, yeah, the theme for Obi-Wan is wonderful. Thank you, John Williams. I always say for everything in life, thank you, John Williams. Yeah, Willow's dope. I grew up watching that movie, and my sister always references that movie as like, she thinks of Val Kilmer, she thinks of Top Gun, Batman Forever, and and Willow.
Oh
no, and Willow, and then it's the Saint. But no, it's usually then Willow. Mad Mardigan, yeah, dope. That's awesome. And like Warwick Davis looks good, like in the trailer, like he looks legit, and like with all the new effects that they're able to do with it.
Yeah.
I think they have a chance to make some really fun fantasy.
Yep.
Cannot wait.
Nice.
And then continuing on with the Disney news, they announced the Disney Plus Day of this year, which is going to be on September 8th.
Ooh.
So what is that going to entail, actually?
They did it last year.
Last year they did it, and they came out with a bunch of announcements for upcoming projects.
It's like mini trailers / announcements, or at least that's what they did last year, because we were still in COVID precautions, and they're still doing a lot of you do a video here. So maybe this year there might be more, just because more people can be together.
But it's specifically everything that's going on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And then what they did last year was they had some releases that came out on that same day. And they're also going to do that this year too. And so far they've only announced one, which we got a trailer for, which is the live action Pinocchio.
Nice.
And we got Robert Zemeckis directing, and we got Tom Hanks.
I was like, well, if Robert Zemeckis is doing the movie, you know Tom Hanks is right
Polar
there.
Express.
Oh, wait. Speaking of
action,
did any of you guys watch Chippendale?
No.
I did.
Oh
I
my
couldn't.
goodness. The Polar Express. Hey, do you remember CGI from the mid 2000s? Dude, I was losing. That was so
There
hilarious.
were so many.
I'm looking right at you. That's it.
Easter eggs and references on there that I just.
It's really good, Anthony. You're gonna like it.
I can't remember everything that was there because there was just so much.
Like, you know,
is it like Space Jam 2, where it's just?
But it's not all just the things we own. Like, they're able to get other properties. So think of it similar. Similar to Roger Rabbit. Yeah. Like, they were able to use things like, dude, just teeth. Just the teeth. Anyway, yeah. That's good. So, it's going back to Pinocchio's the trailer, it looks nice. We'll see. I'm always a little cautious about these live actions, remakes, but Zemeckis has done a lot of stuff when it comes to from the technological standpoint, and the dude can make good movies. I mean, he made Back to the Future and Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
That's two of my favorites.
Not much more to say.
That's it. Yeah. Look forward to it. Be
Like, as in
excited
movies he's done, or on that topic?
of
No, like,
Pinocchio
on
and
that
Robert
topic.
Zemeckis. Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I was, like,
he's just
I was
like-
like, he's done a lot of movies.
I mean, that'd be like, hey, like those two alone, like, hey,
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying
Feel
like
good.
just those two alone.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know.
Beowulf.
Beowulf.
Oh man, that scene's my favorite in that movie. But lastly, let's close it out. Just before, later on in this week, we're gonna go to the local real IMAX theater to watch this. We got some breaking Memorial Day records. Also breaking the sound barrier of Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yeah, we got with Top Gun Maverick. It made 160 million opening weekend.
4-day weekend.
4-day, right?
Yeah.
Counting just Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yep.
Not Thursday night like the different pirates.
I think.
Sorry,
I think 3-day got like 129 or something, like that, which still be Pirates.
Yeah,
Still
so
be
it is
Pirates,
the
yeah.
4-day
Which is crazy.
for 160, and globally it's at 300 million already.
That's awesome, dude.
Who's the
Awesome.
ultimate winner?
Tom
Jerry
Cruise.
Brockheimer.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
with Tom Cruise for
Yeah,
sure.
but Jerry Brockheimer, because he had both records from Pirates 3 and
Yeah, but
Yes.
if you think about it, because I was thinking about it recently, that when was the last like big Jerry Bruckheimer movie that I haven't seen actually? Because normally you see the intro when they're showing like the different studios,
Yeah,
and you see his intro with the tree and whatever. And I haven't seen that in a while. I was like, what's the movie that he's been working on? I guess he's been doing this for probably years.
yeah.
But yeah, I think he's got a couple of big movies coming up. So, and hopefully in the near future, I doubt it, but maybe there's another Pirates in the future. But
Gosh,
who
we'll
knows what
see.
happens with it?
But 160 million. This is it's surprising
That's a
to
lot.
think that. Well, not surprising, but it's crazy to say that this is Tom Cruise's biggest opening weekend ever.
Ever.
Yeah, it's pretty weird to think
And
about.
the second one was War of the Worlds.
Considering like
With-
when you usually hear his name, you think like that
huge
guy.
movies.
Everybody
yeah.
knows that guy, and he's in huge movies. It's like, well, huge. It's only what, like 60 million or something
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, War of the Worlds and Mission Impossible Fallout, which was
Or
awesome.
Top 2.
Dude, I love
Top two,
Fallout.
they were both over 60 million. So 61 and 64.
And I thought like Oblivion was still good, and I thought Edge of Tomorrow like still made
That
money.
was awesome.
Edge of Tomorrow was awesome.
Live,
so
Die,
it's
Repeat.
Like, yeah, live,
They
die,
just
repeat
changed the title.
of that short manga. Yeah, but it's nuts considering like he makes these big action movies. He does his own stuff, and it's like he's funding it. It's like the movies make money, but he's never made this like that Disney Marvel opening weekend
Yeah.
money. Or
But
that's
So that's why
nuts.
this is very impressive, because it's not
Yeah.
a Disney or Marvel movie or
no.
But it goes to show word of mouth how great it does for a movie.
yeah,
And then as well as, a great movie will get
right.
good results.
Yeah, and what
And
the best
nostalgia,
thing,
word of
you
mouth,
hear-
nostalgia.
nostalgia,
Yeah.
word of mouth, but also a good. It's one of those like legacy sequels that a lot of people are saying are done right.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mhm.
think it's cool to see that the people making the movie, it's not like, all right, yeah, let's do it let's throw little member berries and you're done. Like there's actual character arcs, there's growth to it, the production values in there. Like it's doing that memory justice. Like everybody growing up and seeing that movie, now they're in movies and being able to do something with it. And they got, man, I got to do this right. Like it's my time. Like I can't let everybody down, which is, really nice to finally see this as like, man, okay, this is a good like movie theater experience. I mean, we've been getting that here and there
Yeah.
with some like the good Marvel movies, like obviously Spider-Man No Way Home, but like this it gets celebrated, and everybody I talk to says this is a movie to watch in the theater.
Right. And the timing was actually great, because I know they've been showing this movie for saying it's coming out for like 2 years. They delayed it. COVID issues, and just they probably didn't want to match it with any other movie dates.
Or his
and-
own movie.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
own movie. So it was supposed to, I think, finally come out in November or December, and they're like, let's just delay it to May. And we're like, why is it May?
Memorial
Memorial
I
Day,
guess.
though.
weekend.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, long weekend, and
We remember
has to do
Goose.
with military, and apparently like
Yeah.
the movie's very pro military, so it makes perfect sense. So, and it made a buttload of money. So for it not being a major franchise in quotes. I mean, yeah, it's an older property, but a really old property. But yeah, it's not Marvel or
got
Disney.
legs.
It's not DC. It's none of these
Yeah.
big properties that are making 100 to 200 million on the first weekend. So that's great.
But also, one thing that I noticed is they heavily focused on the behind the scenes and creating of the film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of videos on YouTube. There's a bunch of news articles talking about it, even on the news, like on
Yeah.
television. Like
Super smart marketing.
It's great marketing on that
Yeah,
part.
especially if you're gonna do something to celebrate the technicality of having to put these amazing now state-of-the-art cameras on actual fighter jets and
Mhm.
having to put it in the cockpit.
The training that the cast went through.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they said in these interviews that they shot 800 hours,
Yeah.
I think that probably made Jerry Bruckheimer like crap his pants. The fact that
Yeah, it's like
they
how
shot
much
that
raw
many hours,
footage?
he's like, wait, what?
and
It's a
then
big
Bring this
hard
down
drive.
to 2. Bring it down to 2.
yeah, and then now it gets to the point where like, oh, okay, we're getting the return on investment. Good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I think Tom
And
Cruise
you
is
know
executive
the-
producer, so yeah, he's getting
That behind the scenes DVD is going to be
that
loaded.
Blu-ray is gonna have just the whole thing on
Dude,
just.
I'll buy it if you give me 100 hours.
600
Not even
100
700.
hours.
Not even 800. Give me 100 hours, and it'll be worth the money.
Just here's everything from this angle. Here's everything from this angle, but this pilot. Here's everything dude.
It's like, here's
Dude,
Miles
you'll need-
Teller's 50 hours of training.
You'll need like 10 discs more. You'll need
Yeah,
like,
that's
old
an
school,
absurd-
yeah, it's
some
outta
absurd
hand.
amount of time.
I cannot. Damn.
But yeah, I'm excited, man. We're gonna watch it this weekend.
Yeah, we cannot wait.
Yeah.
We'll have Zach there too, so to get his reaction. To be, good to see that you guys will see the kind of like, that progression from then to now.
Yeah.
Hopefully now with these guys, if we can get them to watch like Rocky 3 and then Rocky 4 and then like Creed, then they can see that too. That
Well,
would be
have they
dope.
seen the other Rockies?
I don't think you have.
So we
Nope.
gotta
No,
start
we
from
got
the
all of them.
beginning. I
We
have
gotta start them.
the Blu-ray collection, so we can
oh, that's
we
good.
go.
we can do that.
1 through
But
4. Oh, we gotta show them that Stallone cut of Rocky 4 because that's actually good. Like I'd rather show them that than the robot cut, original theatrical robot cut.
Also, in the movie trivia, they had the theme for Rocky 1 and Rocky 3. They played Eye of the
Eye of
Tiger for Rocky 3.
Mhm.
and they
And-
played
Um,
Gotta Fly Now. Yep.
So-
Damn, I would have cleaned up. We would have cleaned up.
so that was fun.
So clean up on cruises if you want to clean up on a cruise, listen to the podcast. Continue to listen to it.
And speaking of cruises, go watch Tom
Go watch
Cruise
Tom Cruise
this
in Top
weekend
Gun.
again, and hopefully Top Gun takes our breath away.
Go watch Tom Cruise and Austin Powers and Goldmember.
What do you think the chances are that song is in the second movie?
What?
Take my breath
Take my
away.
breath away.
It has to be even in the credits.
Just
like,
like
at least in the credits.
10%. 10%. If there isn't any Kenny
You gotta be
Loggins,
I'll
I'm gonna be
laugh
mad.
if it's in it.
There's no playing with the boys. I will be mad. Oh, man. But with that, everybody, thank you for tuning in and listening. We will see you again next time for some more movies, our reactions on everything Top Gun, Star Wars, you name it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one and take care.
Thanks, guys. Later.
Blast off.